In this JavaScript tutorial, we're going to be talking about variable types. So let's create a variable called greeting, and it will hold the word hello. Let's go ahead and print this out. And there we go. It has the word hello. If we put it in single quotes, we actually get the same output. So it doesn't matter if we use double quotes or single quotes. Now, I'm going to always be using double quotes because JSON, which is JavaScript object notation, uses double quotes. And another reason too is if I have a sentence in here that uses an apostrophe, it thinks that the string has ended right here. So this is just the word it. So if we go ahead and try to console that out, we get unexpected identifier. It doesn't know what all this stuff afterwards is. Now we can use an escape character to get around that and say, hey, this is an apostrophe, there's something else going on here. And it prints, it's a great day. That works just fine. A little bit less readable. So I'm going to use the double quotes. Now we can go ahead, well actually let's find out what kind of type this is. So we're going to find out what kind of variable is greeting now that it contains this information. And it says that it's a string. So this greeting has the value of a string, or it is a string. If we can change this to 23, which we're able to, that's an okay thing to do, kind of. But now it's a number. Now I would suggest not doing this. Changing data types is usually a bad idea, because throughout your program, greeting is expected to be a string, and now you're changing it to a number. There can be a lot of issues with that. So if you want a variable for the number 23, just make a new one. Don't overwrite an old one. So right now, greeting has the value of 23. What about if I put a decimal in there? It's still a number too. There's another data type, is happy. So we're making a variable called is happy. We're going to set it equal to the value true. So that's a little bit different. There's no quotes around it. It's not a number. It's just the word true. And then let's find out what type this is. It's a Boolean. So anytime you have a true or a false, it's considered a Boolean value. There are other types also. And let's make a new one called names. And then we have these brackets. And inside the brackets, we just kind of list things. So this is called an array. Then we can find out what type this is. And it actually tells us that it's an object. Now, technically it's an array because of the square brackets, but a lot of things in JavaScript are considered objects. There's one more that I want to show you guys, and that is, this one has a different kind of bracket, and these are the curly braces. And name Dave, and let's say age 30. So now with this we can say person dot age. So for this one, it's finding the person's age, and in here it's 30. So it's going to spit out a number. If I do person dot name, it's going to say that it's a string. And if I just say, hey, what is this whole thing as a person? Like, what is all of this representing? And in this case, it's an object. So whenever we have these curly braces, it's an object. Square brackets, it's considered a type of object, but it's technically an array. We have Booleans that are either true or false. And we also have numbers, including decimals, and then we have strings also.